I wouldn't talk to...
Whew, that was close.
Wait! I wouldn't talk!
It is October, and one of my favorite holidays where everyone gets to dress up as who we really are and the inside is coming close. And since Halloween is coming, or here already, I don't know when this video is going to be posted, I've snorted 5 lines of muscle milk and protein power. I'm hyped! One, I'm sprinting, fight or flight, let's go!
No!
Let me give y'all the basic rundown of Carrie real quick. She an awkward teenage girl who gets bullied a lot during school with a super ultra religious nut of a slump who is also super overprotective because I guess Carrie got some mob psycho power. Then she gets pranked. Gotcha. She then kills everybody. Alright, fast forward with all my yapping. Can I beat this girl in a fight?
Well, of course.
Now, of course I can't beat her in the boxer, but I do have a brain and I got some... So if you ain't seen the movie, the bully that asked her out died by getting a bucket dropped on his head and not by Carrie. So I'ma just throw one of the buckets at her head and hopefully it knocks her ass out. Or she stops it midair. I'm kinda screwed. Good job. I'ma give her a 5 out of 10. She bucket diff. I feel like you can only get her by surprise. Now these ones are out of the ordinary. And they take over this town and start going on a streak. Now these things are some of the worst things you can think of. They're murderous, clown. They got a cotton candy gun that turns dudes into cotton candy. They got a man-eating thing, ass, and they can throw hands. These dudes are unstoppable. Now these hoodlums do got weaknesses, and that's their noses. If you shoot them on the nose, they inflate and blow up. But my point is, I'm not fighting those clowns. I know my limits. I'm not Superman. Know their weakness. I'm just a The nun is this old ass lady that did a flip while attempting to jump off a building. They just be fucking with the main characters most of the time and not doing shit. And the only bodies I've seen is ugly ass hoe spray her with holy water and some wine and she gone. That's all it took. Of course I'm winning this fight. I bet I can win this fight by simply giving this girl a
Windows 7
Oreo shake and she gonna start tweaking. Now this one is a little bit. So this movie's about this girl who caught some interest in a boy and slept with him. So you got time to get away. Theoretically, you can just run away from this demon for the rest of your life. You can just move around from place to place around the world. I mean, it's always gonna be chasing you, but it's always gonna be walking. How long is it gonna take the demon to walk to China? Something like this would never happen to me. Thank you. Okay, it's pretty simple to get rid of this, guys. I'ma hire a prostitute and pass it to her. And since she's a prostitute, she's gonna be passing that demon around like crazy. So she ain't gonna die from it.
No, I don't want anyone to die at all. I'd rather die myself than pass the demon on to someone else, knowing that they're gonna die.
Okay, Deku. Since you trying to be a vegetarian, but I think all you have to do is pass this on to another living being. And you know what else is another living being? Trees. That's what I meant to say. Trees. The Ring is about these people who watch this cursed tape and then they die in 7 days and they try to prevent it. As soon as I see that bitch coming out the TV, I'ma just bam! Bro, if I ever meet her, I'ma set up a YouTube boxing match. Jake Paul versus first match, second me versus the Ring Girl or Samora or whatever her name is and KO her. This new horror movie, Talk to Me, is about this girl and friends, but not for more than 90 seconds. If they possess you for longer than that, things get crazy. Now you might be, I'm not trying to have ghosts and demons willingly inside my body. Stop. Get out, Joe Biden. Get out. Kill him. And my FNAF lore knowledge is finite. Body the time of day. So I'm gonna call up someone that likes cupcakes and do the job for me.
Luxury, royalty, wealth. This is the lifestyle of the richest of folk. And the greatest one up of all. Being able to buy brands like Balenciaga and Oreos and Honey Nut Cheerios, believe me. I tried buying that the other day and the cashier tried kicking me out telling me,
You received 9,089 votes.
Most of us are just
Constant
working 9 to 5 at retail or dealing with annoying customers. Sorry, our privileged asses got to go to Target. I was living in the trenches of Trinidad, down the street of O Block on 63rd, up the street of Harlem, where I sold rocks, staying in a 1-bathroom studio apartment at the Bermuda Triangle. When y'all was eating Pringles, I was eating crack. You had the privilege to eat Nutella. I had the disprivilege to eat ass. While you were enjoying cheese sandwiches with Kraft singles, I was content with imitation pasteurized processed cheese food singles. While you were enjoying M&Ms at the movies, I was partaking in and I couldn't even get Reese's Pieces. All I could afford was natural selection. While your family was enjoying the delicious lean, I was devouring. You gotta know you build like an ant. Also, even though this is technically not off-brand, but whenever I wanted ice cream, I had to buy the ones in a... I don't know who thought of this, but this is the worst way to eat ice cream or anything. If the ice cream melts a single atom, it tastes like carbon. Even if you securely close the top, the corners of the box will always have a little openings, giving it freezer burns, so there's no point. Cardboard box ice cream is the worst food atrocity imaginable. Is it really that expensive to make ice cream and put it into a carton? I lived in the hood. And my struggles living in North Korea didn't stop at food. I couldn't even enjoy the entertainment I wanted to watch or play. All I could get were bootlegs. I downloaded GoTo Auto 3 online. I also couldn't afford a PlayStation. I instead got a GS5 by Captain Battle Legacy War.
A war hero returns home to find his peaceful town overrun.
As long as I'm up to date with the latest trends, is all that really matters. Like, I know kids nowadays are saying, what are those? And if you were like me, living in the Bronx down in Cleveland at South Vietnam, I was rocking Tom Holland, wearing my Supreme box logo with some Gucci to make it look a little nice. My entire existence, to the people around me, the drips out of that faucet must have came from Ethiopia. Everyone laughed, ridiculed me for wearing off-brand clothes. They were the whole reason why I moved from China back to my hometown, Albuquerque.
Hey guys, so I recently just got this Gap shirt a few days ago because people kept making fun of my fake clothes, and if it went for one day longer, I might have just, killed myself. You wouldn't believe it. What is this? What is this? This ain't Gap, bro. This Gap.
Did you just see that? You just watched natural selection take place. Horror movies are one of the greatest blessings of convenient entertainment on this planet. Cause whenever you and your buddies want to go to the movies with nothing in theaters, there'll always be a new horror movie out for y'all to watch. Even though 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be dookie, but hey, at least you weren't bored. And with that being the case, most of us are well knowledgeable of the formula of horror movies. And frustratingly, usually when the protagonist is running away or trying to find a way to stop him, they sometimes pick the dumbest option or a choice that don't even help him at all, making the situation even worse. And I start yelling at the screen saying, "Oh no, why'd you do that? You should have done this instead." Then the person in the seat next to me is like,
excuse me, can you please be quiet? We're trying to watch a movie here.
So then I pull out my gun, putting myself in their shoes. I'm not doing that. There's a Quiznos down the street. I think that's gonna be just as fun and more safe. I'm minding my business most of the time, but putting myself in that situation that I'm gonna go over the ones that I'm confident I can kick their ass, and which ones I'm confident that I'm gonna get my ass beat. I'm also gonna have a 1 through 10 rating. 10, I'm winning. 1, I'm sprinting. Let's go. First stop. First person I'm squaring up with is and if you don't know him, he's a clown that sometimes be eating kids. Predator. daily life of a His powers include changing shape and size, mind control, teleportation, genjutsu, the list goes on. I can't do none of those things. I mean, I maybe can do the shapeshift thing. I'm a grower, not a shower after all, but I don't think that's gonna help me beat you want. He ain't got nothing. It's that easy. Just stand your ground and be like, you don't scare me. And just drop Pennywise off in the ghetto or even a middle school boy's lunch table. If any object that you pick up and throw at him can kill him, then it can kill him. You can believe this chancla kills monsters. If I believe it does. This chancla kills monsters. If I believe it does. Second op, Chucky. From Child's Play, and it's a long spell, so you got time to, I don't know, kick him. Bro is a doll. He can barely move properly. A fight. No movie character to beat in a fight. Literally, a child can beat him. Shoot, they already have in the movies. I rate Charlie a 10, no diff. Next, Michael Myers. Michael Myers from the Halloween franchise. Tall dude. I can't beat this man. Random thought, but imagine if him and Jason were on the same team against humanity. Bro, we're finished. 2v8 billion and we're still getting smacked. 0 out of 10. Extreme death difficulty. Like, bro, even when they beat him at the end of the movies, he comes back. How is that new horror movie where the main villain is a demon and that demon possesses you to yourself in front of somebody else, and when they achieve that, the curse passes on to the other guy that saw it, and now they got the demon. But you have a week before you actually yourself, so during that week you'll be seeing hallucinations of people smiling at you, but it's not real, it's the demon, and yada yada yada. So how I beat him, right? So unlike the rest of these dudes, I literally can't physically fight this guy because this demon's in my head. So I'm gonna use common sense to beat him. If I see this demon in another person's body about to want himself, I'ma just close my eyes. If I close my eyes, it's not gonna transfer to me because it only transfers to people who saw it, and I didn't technically see it happen because I had my eyes closed. Easy as that. But what if he was doing it in a cool way? What if he was doing a backflip while doing it? I have to look at that. So now I'm possessed by the... What do I do now? Well, at that point, the only way to beat him is to click-clack someone else. So the curse passes on to someone else on the planet. The only problem with that is, it's kind of illegal, and you're probably gonna go to prison. But no more demon. US of A, where you can find loopholes to end someone's life. I have 1 week to get rid of this demon or I'm gone. So option 1 is, of course, to become a cop. What? With 2 kids in the backseat going 1 mile per hour above the speed limit? And he's a minority? Bingo. I pull him over, ask for the usual, and then I intentionally press him a little bit to get a reaction. Then as soon as he raises his voice 1 decibel towards me, and now look at me with this opportunity that's standing right in front of me. But bam! No more smile demon for me. I beat him. I'll just say I felt threatened. And knowing America, I'll just get 1 week off paid vacation. Just take your worst enemy to Burger King for a Whopper. The opportunities are endless. A good fart from me could kill anybody within a 20-foot radius, so easy mode. Next, or buy an air conditioner. Easy, no diff. Next, white people.
Useless lump.
Get out.
What's in the bed?
Yo, it's spooky season. Halloween's right around the corner. So we back at it again with more movie characters that I know can't stand a foot against me because of my strength and intelligence. No one likes a long opening ceremony, so let's waste no time and get right into round 1.
My phone is on fire. Oopsies. My dog is on fire. Oopsies. My cat.
Terrifier from the movie Terrifier is about Terrifier and murking random people. I know his name is Pinball, but Terrifier is more fun to say. Now when looking at him, he looks like your ordinary killer clown. And he is, but the difference between him and the rest is that he's brutal. He will deal with his victims in the messiest, most grotesque way possible. I don't even think I can show you any of the ways of how he do it, cause this YouTube. but he saws a in half from her to her
Creepy pasta.
This dude crazy.
However, I don't think he's all that terrifying based on my observations.
I just gotta be on my toes.
Who made that mess? You did, Kate.
Long is about an FBI agent. There's no physical evidence that this guy is the killer, even though he definitely is. Like, look at him. He gotta be guilty of something. The reason for the lack of evidence is because there's 2 more accomplices to the murders. The main character's mom and Satan, the devil himself. They've been creating dolls of their victims, giving it to them. So this is a powerful force I'm dealing with. How am I supposed to beat these guys when they have the literal devil on their side? Well, joke's on them. Anger. And almost half the time I end up winning. A Quiet Place takes place in a world where monsters called Death Angels just popped up in New York. You can't make any sound or noise because these things will find you.
Hello, welcome to this again.
This is gonna be more of a how'd I survive than me beating them, cause what I look like trying to fight this. Second, no kid, cause they'll be the first ones to get us. Most of them be crying over the smallest things. Plus they won't be able to run from these monsters with their little legs. They're a free meal for these things, and I'm not trying to be the appetizer. And I'm only talking, I'm sorry to tell you, but so only family, no kids, and a lifetime supply of gotta stay fed somehow. So you can basically go to PetSmart and buy a dog whistle and have them eat, meaning they ain't gonna be a challenge for me. 10 out of 10, I'm surviving A Quiet Place while screwed.
I need you to shake that booty.
Unfriended is a movie taking place in a Skype call. A group of friends are chatting until one of them confesses about recording and posting an embarrassing video of her, which ended up being her. And the ghost power level is pretty strong. No person, ghost, or demon gonna catch me lacking. I know I can beat this. And I'm just wondering why none of these guys are leaving. Granted, the ghost said if anyone leaves the call without the ghost knowing while staying in call at the same time. Everybody's screaming and distracting on there. Laura ain't gonna notice. By the way, and even if she were, we don't know that because they don't even try it. Or even better, secretly text everyone in the chat to turn off their Wi-Fi so it doesn't count. And even if it do, it can't go after all of us. It's one ghost. Only one of y'all gotta die. Because spoilers, the main girl in the movie was the one that filmed Laura's and posted it. And earlier in the film, when she was researching how to stop ghosts from killing you and your friends, she could have just done that, but instead she blames her friends when the ghost asked who did it, getting them killed with her still dying because the ghost knew she lied the whole time. Unbelievable. All of this bloodshed was completely avoidable. She goes on chat roulette, begging people to call the police for her. Now, if this is not the dumbest option, I don't know what is. Tell me, would you go on Omegle, talking to from Timbuktu, begging them,
please call the cops, a ghost is killing us on FaceTime?
Like, why would that idea even cross your mind? But they're saving me. I'm all for ride or die, but dying is always the last option for me. And if I don't have to, I ain't going to. This is a low diff ghost problem. I'm surviving.